Hey, good evening, good evening. How are you guys doing today? When I say you guys, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about my CEOs. Those of you that are creators, those of you that are empowerers, those of you that are operators. When I say operators, I mean you get out there, you handle your business. When you empower, you not only empower yourself, but you empower others. And as creators, you look at life as your blueprint, how you're going to design your day, how you're going to do your thing. Again, my name is Chauncey Anderson. Uh, my YouTube page is CEO369 Consulting. It's my pleasure to come to you guys and to talk about the things that I just feel is just what's really magnificent about living an abundant, fulfilled life. And it's my job to really encourage, speak to those things that really hit home. I'm talking about you on a physical level. I'm talking about to you about things that are on a spiritual level, as well as things that are on a mental level. There are those four pillars that my mentor, Robin Sharma, says. He always talk about your mindset, the psychology of how you're thinking. He then talks about your heart set, those emotions that we deal with on an everyday basis. Then he talks about your health set, how you're taking care of this physical temple of yours. And then your soul set, which is spirituality. It is incredible how we get up every morning and sometimes we may just focus on one, maybe two of those four pillars. I have learned how to focus on all four of them. It's really incredible. It helps me to get my day started with some exercise, sweating, and then a period of reflection, and then ensuring that I'm taking the time out to meditate. Also, listen to someone that's really motivating, someone that inspires me. I would also ask that would inspire you. Definitely want to pose a question. Over this whole week, which I just started, my YouTube channel, I had a really amazing feedback, the views, the subscribers. I am hoping to come to you guys each and every day, barring I get sick or whatever. But over this week, I talked about your performance. What do you do to be able to perform at your top level? When you're feeling sick, how do you take care of yourself? What is your perspective on life for you yourself? What gives you that drive, that motivation to put forth, boom, 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 what you need to do each and every day? And then, lastly, I spoke about purpose. What is your purpose for being here on this earth? I Some people say, by way of talking to yourself, you help to give yourself that purpose. I often say when I define my performance, since I became part of the 5 a.m. club, my main objective, up out of bed at 5 o'clock, downstairs doing that 20-minute workout, being a part of the 2020 club, then taking them 20 minutes to reflect on myself and on life and things that bring joy to me. And like I said yesterday, joy is kind of like a GPS. It helps me to navigate all those different things that are going on in this world. And then finally, what's purpose? What am I living for? You know, I was in when I got out of high school, joined the military, straight out of high school. Loved my opportunity. Some fabulous time traveling around the world, seeing some things, both in combat as well as just, with there being no type of conflict in the world. Uh, then it allowed me to grow as a person, understand the importance of being a father, having children, raising them. You know, Me and my wife, we have a blended family, but my two children, uh, raising them in a manner in which I understood 18 years at least for both my daughter, and my son combined would be 36 years of my life that would be dedicated to pouring into them. And there are three words that I use with my children. And if they were on this video, they can tell you carte blanche exactly what there are. I call it honor, love, and respect. They were pivotal. I didn't care what else you did. You have to understand the name that you're carrying as an Anderson. You know, we may not have had all that. We weren't boxed up, but you always honored yourself first, honored other people. You loved yourself, you loved other people, and you respect yourself first. And then you can respect others. It was tremendous. It was a bold way for me to introduce to them as well as myself as well as other this thing that I I will tell you, if you develop high performance, have a great perspective on life, and you have a purpose, if you would be consistent on a daily basis in those things that you do. And the funniest thing about this whole thing, I showed you guys the number of books over the week. I got one more for you, and where I started out reading this morning. First off, this book is by a young gentleman. It's called "Understanding the Dog's Mind Through Survival and Comfort," and it's by this young man called Calvin Wilbon. Exceptional book. You can look him up on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. He's a dog trainer. He's bad about his business. But when I start reading in his book this morning, the, the communication, and I hope you guys can see this, it says consistency is key. Again, it says consistency is key. That's why I start reading. And I tell you, it just, from when I had come up with my topic for a discussion today, it was like, wow, to me, that was my confirmation, you know, that I have to be consistent in what it is that I do in the area of consulting. I have to be consistent on my YouTube channel. I have to be consistent in day trading. I have to be consistent in my job. I have to be consistent in me and my wife's small e-commerce online business, which is myrootadvise.com. Check it out. It's awesome. We have two pop-up shops this week. You know, worked 5 days, ready to get out there and grind on my business because I deeply enjoy it. Had a phenomenal week this week in day trading. It was great. It was smash. I am using my 2020 formula along with what I've learned in day trading to build consistency. I'm not trying to become a millionaire overnight. When there was some issues with the broker that I used this morning, it said give a call. I called them. They told me what the issue was. I had to be patient. I had to sit on my hands and wait for them to work the kinks out. But it was tremendous. It's fabulous. I mean, starting each day with clear action, plan to focus on your top priorities are immeasurable. Instead of just running, flying off the cuff, off the seat of your pants, it's not really good on how you establish high performance. I got this shirt on. I thought it's awesome. When me and my wife got to Georgia, we joined this phenomenal group. It's called TSP, which stands for Traffic, Profit, and Style. These are some most amazing people you surround yourself with. We became part of the mastermind group, and it says mastermind mentality. And when I wear the shirt out, I don't care where I'm at. Everybody stops me and say, "What is the mastermind mentality?" And it gives me tremendous opportunity to share my perspective on the things that I'm doing. It's incredible. We're still part of the group. We love them. Lamar, his wife Ronnie, who are basically the creators of TSP, and tap into them other times. We met some phenomenal people. That's why I learned how to day trade with a group called the Profit Room, which is with Ernest and Latoya, two phenomenal day traders, but they also teach in stocks. They also teach options. They teach a wide range of different things. In the chat, if you wouldn't mind, again, I love to hear the feedback. I love talking to people. Type in, how do you get your yourself at that high level of performance in the morning? How do you identify great perspective or thoughts to put yourself in the right frame of mind, as well as, what is your purpose? If you wouldn't mind sharing, I'd love to hear from you. This is, I like to call it interactive. I mean, I'm not live or anything like that, but anything in the chat would be tremendous. I love you guys. I love the views. I love, I got 2 additional subscribers yesterday. I was super excited. Anyway, let's keep jamming. When we are talking about perspective, you know, perspective is understanding the big picture for what you have for yourself as well as others, your expectations for yourself in life, whether you have children, husband, a wife, if you're an employee, if you are a supervisor, those are very, very important things. Also just think about like the gratitude, that you can you can gain from having a proper perspective, as well as like if there's challenges, how you can go about reframing the challenges as like an opportunity. I think one of my 3 other videos that I put out, I talked about the tight bubble of total focus, the TBTF, and or I talked about the Navy SEALs and how they prepare for their missions through various breathing techniques. You have that capability of putting yourself in a tight bubble of total focus where you don't allow anyone else in. If you have some, a project or something that you're working on or a thought that you're trying to have manifest for yourself, and you need to really concentrate. Don't allow that challenge to defeat you. I think my first video I talked about the personalities that my wife spoke of that I have, the fun loving husband, the great friend, but Mr. Anderson, he's like my subconscious. When Mr. Anderson surfaces, my wife don't have nothing to do with him. And that's where I go to Mr. Anderson, because he's about that business. He's like, give me the problem, my subconscious. He takes it, goes to the lab, handles his business. By the time that thing resurfaces and something that it's almost, I hate to have to say it this way, it is almost finished, near perfection to the stage that I want it. That is when I'm in that tight bubble of total focus. It helps me to pursue things. And I don't have to have it to be perfect. I just want it done. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that my mentor, Robert Sharma, would say. You ain't got to be perfect. Just make sure it's done. If they want to add a little bit of more garnish around it, at least the project that you were tasked with, a challenge that you had, it was done. You can put the pretty bows on later. You can spruce it up, make it look good, put a PowerPoint, whatever they call it nowadays. Use ChatGPT to enhance it. You know what I'm saying? There are ways to do things. But as long as you got your perspective is in line with what truly matters, you ain't got nothing to fear, man. That's what I'm saying. Like this video, what is your perspective? Can you share with me how you put your self in the right mindset? You know, the right heart set, right soul set, right health set. What are your perspective on those 4 pillars? How do you align yourself so that you know your true north when you get out in this world to do the things you have to do? And like I say again, finally, the third thing we talked about was purpose. It's critical when you talk about living with intention. I don't care what nobody else said. I have purpose because I know when I get up, do that 5 a.m. The workout, the reflecting, and listening to something that's so impactful, that makes me ready for the world. I'm ready to hit that shower. Like I said yesterday, I don't excuse no French. Shit, shower and shave, put my attire on, focus, looking good, ready to do what I got to do. Can't no challenge really stop me, because all I have to do is get into that zone that I talked about, into that flow state. That flow state will help you sustain against anything. He talks about another one. It's called the 60-10 method. You work at whatever you're doing for 60 minutes, and after 60 minutes, boom, you stop, you take 10, 15, 20-minute break. Recharge, come back hit it, get it out of the way. Whether you cutting your lawn, whether you need to go do some things, like I got to get up, I only get up in the morning, do my thing, and then I make my coffee, take care of our Rottweiler. Then I go and load up the car with all the stuff we're going to need for the pop up shop. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, I might, when we're out on the pop up shop, I might do a video showing you guys our business, what we do, let you guys check out our, that zone that we be in, and just enjoying and sharing a good time with people. Because purpose helps you to sustain in anything that you have an endeavor in. And with me, I would really love to know, what is your purpose? What is it that gives you your drive? Put something inside the comment section. Let me know about what it is that gives you your purpose, helps you to have awesome perspective, as well as to allow you to perform at the highest level that you. I'm not going to put no number to it because everybody's number could be different. Main objective is that you just share with me as well as others that might want to share. I find it awesome that I get to see that. I like to be able to respond to you. I like to encourage people. It is just the best way that I know how to do. Last thing I want to say before I wrap this up, because again, phenomenal week. I didn't put my pot of beans on, so I'm gonna find out what's up in the kitchen. My wife has some terrific news. Today I'm proud of her. She gets the opportunity to really do the things that she enjoyed doing. My wife was in the medical field for a number of years, and she's going to be on a remote side of it, helping out people, providing a tremendous service. I just think that's great. Our business is still doing great. Day trading is still going great. Learning how to become a consultant is going really, really well. But we're passionate about the things that we love, things that we do. You know, this is going to be going on our third year here in Georgia. We've had a tremendous life. We get together. We have some great people that we met out here. But we're going to go out and do our thing tomorrow with our pop up shop, both Saturday and Sunday. Getting ready for what's coming up with the scope of the holidays. Being really thankful for that. Everything is just going wonderful. But what I want to wrap it up with is kind of like a comment that was shared with me, because it's important that we know, uh, if nothing else, when we do perform at our highest level, when we do have a tremendous perspective about the things that we look forward to doing and handling challenges that are come in our day-to-day life, as well as have a well-defined purpose for what we want to do. Guess what we get to do? We get a chance to be of service. I think that before Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated, that was one of the things that he talked about, is that we as a people, if we could learn how to be of service to one another, whether it's a simple greeting, whether it's, back in the day, we used to help our elders in situations. If they needed groceries carried, if they needed their lawn mowed, if they needed snow shoveled, that was just kind of like par for the course, young and old. If young people needed assistance, it was something that you could look to an uncle or an older person in your community that you can assist each other. Young kids with, I remember building go-karts. That was like a service to help each other see who could have the best go-kart on the block, or even bikes. Learning how to patch a tire, different things like that. I always say, sometimes I like to try to get back to those things when I see an opportunity to be of service. That's what I look forward to. It's and even for myself, I like to serve myself. I like to serve my wife, serve our Rottweiler, you know, anything that you can think of, imagine, whether it's just a hug, and a kiss from your loved ones, a high five. I usually give high fives to my employees at work when we're working on a project and they come to me with the problem, but they have a solution behind it. I just find it phenomenal. So, with that being said, I hope you have a great weekend. This is an honor for me to share the knowledge that I've been given, because I I have been blessed and fortunate to come into contact not just with family members, but with leaders, people that I work for who poured into me. And I hope that given this opportunity of being able to share and talk about some of the most phenomenal things that I'm seeing and learning as a consultant and just being real with you, that you are getting something out of it. And if you are, do me a solid. Put it in a comment. Before I wrap this up, I definitely would like to say, if you like this video, please give me a like. Also, please share the video. It's tremendous across the board. This is my fourth video. Can't wait to have like 4 million videos. Who knows? But as long as I got breath, I hope to be able to come to you guys each and every day with something that is, you know, awestruck. Something that you can get from this. TSP, they call it nuggets. If I can give you a nugget, that would be tremendous. But as being a member of the 5 a.m. club, Robin Sharma would say, own your morning, elevate your life. Love each and every one of you. You have a great weekend, and we'll talk to each other soon. Bye now.